What up, YouTube? My name is Gamma, and it's just my time, I thought, to put out a little content. Now, I am an American man who's got an interesting story to tell. Passport bros, listen up, because this can happen to you if you want it to, and we can move forward, and I got a lot more tips for you in upcoming videos. How I went from no job in the USA to flying to Thailand and having 3 jobs in Thailand in only 30 days. Well, how did I put it off? What did I do? What I did was, I had a little bit of money in the bank and about $1,200 cash after I bought the plane ticket. So I, ran to the airport on time, jumped on a flight, and why'd I do it? Hey, I just took a shot. I've been overseas before, so I was a little bit comfortable. So I took a shot. Why not? Had a round trip ticket, and I got to the airport, took my 24-hour flight to Bangkok. I landed. Then I went downstairs. Remember, if you want to do this, I was going to Pattaya, Thailand. I landed in Bangkok airport. I went downstairs to gate 8. Remember, gate 8. There's a bus right there. It runs every 30 minutes or every hour. It only costs about, I think 200, 300 baht, which is maybe $5-6. It's an hour and a half to 2 hour bus ride from Bangkok to Pattaya. I've been to Pattaya before, so it was no problem getting there. Once I got there, I took a taxi to get to just a local nearest basic hotel. It was 500 baht, which is about $13, $14 a night, which is, a little different. So that $1,200 kind of makes you understand the price difference, right? I took $1,200. It was only $13, $14 a night. First day. Then a beautiful young lady, a friend of mine, met me in my hotel. We had arranged earlier on Instagram. She was willing to take off of work and meet me. So she did. And for the day, we spent looking for a place for me to stay, a place for me to rent for a month. At least a month, right? So I ran around, we looked everywhere, and by the end of that day, I found a place, and the place was really nice, actually, pretty nice place, had everything I needed. It was just a 1-bedroom apartment, and the added up total was a whopping $120 a month, right? So I took my $120 and then I doubled it because there was a security deposit. So I paid about $240. So now my $1,200 is looking like a little over $900, right? So after that, I got my spot, and now it's time to find the local places to eat. I was able to do that. Then the next day, it's time to find a job. I need to make some money, right? I got $900 left. And I got other money in the bank, but I really didn't want to touch it. I wanted to budget these $1,200 to be able to be out there for a month or two and find a job. So I looked on YouTube and how to find a job in Thailand. I've been to Thailand, but I never worked there before. But I have worked overseas. I have a background in education. What YouTube showed me was like, yeah, it's not a bad idea to get your feet on the ground in Thailand and go around and look for a job and go talk to people and kind of move and shake. So that's what I did. It pointed to a website called ajarn.com, AJARN. I'll try to put that on the screen for you, ajarn.com, right? Once I pulled up that website, there was plenty of jobs available in my area and all over Thailand. So I just obviously put the keywords to my province, and then I filtered out through the lower paying teaching jobs and looked at more of the high end. So we're looking at international school or like a nice private school, had pretty good salaries, pretty good packages. And so I applied to a few of them, probably about 5 or 10. And then there were some other ones that weren't on there, but they were like local schools in the area. Once again, I went to Google and found out the local international schools. And the next morning, I figured out the Uber app. It's called Bolt in Thailand, Bolt, B-O-L-T. I figured that out, and it's great because once you download it, you can do cash. So once the driver drops you off, you just hand them the cash for the fare, and you know the fare because it's on the app. So foreigners can take advantage of this app just like locals. You don't need a bank card or anything like that, anything special to download outside of just the app and the cash that you need. So I drive around. I pretty much just knock on doors at schools and say, hey, I'm an American teacher. I'm more than qualified. I have my CV or resume, and I have my teacher credential, and I'm ready to go. You guys have anything? You guys need anything? Unfortunately, my timing was bad because Thailand's semester doesn't start like the Western schools does, around August or September. They have a different season. Actually, their summer season is like March, April, May. So by the time I got there in around, August. They were already in school. But one of my friends from a few years ago, believe it or not, from China, I messaged her because I remember she was out there and she was like, yeah, I'm at a grade school. I'll see if I can talk to someone for you. Next thing I know, she emailed me back and she had given them my email, the school that she was at, and I emailed them and they responded right away and they're like, hey, we're not, this isn't the best time, but we do have a winter camp, right? So it's like August, getting ready to go to September, and they're like in their winter season, their winter camp. So we got a winter camp right now. You'll be welcome to come check it out. We'll pay you for your time while you're here. And after the winter camp, if you think we can go forward, then let's do it. So I'm like, all right, I just flew out here. I've only been here about 2 weeks, week and a half, and I've already got a solid lead. So once that happened, I talked to him a little bit further. We kind of hammered out some details, and the contract was looking pretty solid. And I can even show you the contract on this video. Maybe at the end of the video, I'll put up the contract terms. So I had a good lead, and it was looking real solid. While I was there during the winter camp, and it was going really well, it was getting ready to end. I was like, hey, you guys got a lot of basketball courts? You guys have a basketball team? They're like, no, we don't really have a coach. They're like, you don't coach basketball, do you? I'm like, well, I mostly coach American football, and, I have coached basketball before, though. I'm not a great basketball coach. It's not my first sport, but I can coach. I've been coaching a long time. So they're like, yeah, it'd be great if we could bring you on. We can do a separate contract. You come in on the weekends and coach basketball. We got some beginner students, ages like 6 to 10 years old. And then we got high school students, and they love to play, but they don't have any organized structure. So we hammered out a deal on that. So I signed the contract with the first job, and then we start working on visa status. Then the second job came in. So now, within 2 weeks' time, I got 2 jobs, Monday through Friday. And then on the weekends, I'm a basketball coach. Monday through Friday, I'm teaching. So I'm already ahead of America. I left America without a job, right? Not even one. So after about a week or 2 of that, I had been applying when I was in United States or America. When I was there, I had been applying and looking for remote work because I had a thought that I might travel, or I wanted to travel, so I wanted a remote job. So I got a call, or I got an email from that company, and it was just a basic reservation booking for a transportation company. Then we get calls, and I would have to, book the reservation, dispatch it to the drivers, just, customer service type thing. And it was all online and on the phone. So that worked out. So I was able to do that job, from about 10 p.m. Thailand time, which is, during the daytime in America. And I would do that till probably 2 in the morning. I'm a real hard worker. So I'd wake up at 7 a.m. and go to work and finish at about 4 p.m. I'd go to bed real quick, wake up about 10 o'clock at night, then I'd work till 2 a.m. And that worked out really well. And it wasn't a high paying job. I think it was only about $20 an hour. But when you're in Thailand and my rent is $120, food is $1 to $2 a meal. And not only that, the school provided breakfast and lunch. I only paid for dinner. Dinner's like $2, $3, $4, something like that. So that $20 an hour is a plenty. Matter of fact, while I was there, I never even touched it. Only thing I did was send it to the stock market, send it to my investment accounts, So I never even touched the USA job. So the teaching job was more than enough. I never ran out of money. I ran around doing whatever I wanted, having a great time, and never had any issues. And if you any passport bros out there know about Pattaya, Chonburi, Pattaya, Thailand, Banglamore, then you guys know that that teaching job is plenty, and there's a whole bunch of fun things to do out there, as a lot of passport bros know. So my point is, you guys who want to be passport bros and don't quite know how, there's a lot of different techniques. My little story, how I ended up getting 3 jobs in 30 days, less than 30 days, that paid for more than my expenses, and even was able to save and invest, you know, a good portion of my income coming in US dollars. There's a lot of different techniques that you can use, because Passport Bros is really hot, but a lot of these guys got pretty specific situations, or a lot of these guys like just go for vacation and come back. Even if they really like someone, they got to come back and they got time apart. Some of you brothers are going to want to stay over there. Go over there for a year like I did. Go over there for 2 years. How can we do it? I see a lot of YouTubers talking about like there's some online opportunities and they're kind of charging you. Well, I got a lot of information. I spent a lot of time overseas. So this is my journey. This is my first video. You'll hear a lot from me. Please like the video. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell. If you are a man who wants to travel, you want a man who wants to go overseas, if you're a young guy, 20, 21, just graduated college, or you don't have a degree, pay attention to my channel. I will have a lot of tips as to travel, going overseas, making money overseas, how to market yourself, and how to live the life that you probably want to live right now. Okay, once again, my name is Gamma. Thanks for watching me. I'll see you guys later. I'm out.